Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about connecting our Android application to our self-hosted Parse server. So in the previous parts, we created a Parse server at DigitalOcean Droplet. So today I'm going to connect it with my Android application. So this is basically tutorial application, and empty activity, main activity. So we need to do three basic things to connect our application to our Parse server. At the present moment, our Parse server is not running, as you can see over here, or PS web parse. As you can see, there is not running Parse server right now, so it's an empty activity. First thing, we need to get the parse file. We need to add the parse to our Gradle to get parse library. If you want to download and put your library over the libs folder, you can do it as well. But using Gradle is very easy than that. And about because we are going to connect a server, Parse server, we need to be able to connect to internet. So this is something we should do. And now we are just going to initialize our Parse server. Of course, you have to do this initialization at the first place, because without initializing your application to your Parse server, you won't be able to query or save any information to your database. So this is basically an initialization code, parse.initialize, and new parse configuration builder, this application ID. So what was our application ID? In the I think the part 2 we did choose initialize application ID in our bash rc file, bash rc. Yes, there is an app ID. You have to write your app ID here. Client key can be null because self-hosted Parse server is not required a client key, and your server's address /parse. So what was our server's address? And we can check this out from DigitalOcean. This was our Parse IP address, server's IP address, and of course we had to add the port at the end of our initialization line. So which port is our Parse server is using? We can run our server and it's going to tell us which port it's using. And npm start. So there is a problem with our MongoDB because I have deleted my MongoDB user. So let's add our user again. What was our username? Parse Mongo user 123. Parse Mongo user 123 123. Okay, let's create this user again. Okay, it's our Parse server is running around, and you can see the port number over here. We just need to paste our port number here without a dot, of course. And and when we saved it, okay, now we are connected to our Parse server, but there is something you should use, because when using Parse server, this is something new. It's preferred for Parse server, and it's going to revoke the user's session when they log out or session deleted from the database. If you don't use this, it's not going to prompt session ID is not found or something like that. And adding this is going to make your application more secure. If you want to use a local database, you need to add this parse enable local data store, and that's all. So let's run our application and see if there is any error. I'm going to run in an emulator. So our application is not running and prompted an error because of this, because we need to put this before this, I think. Yes, our application is working now. Parse initialization is not creating a connection between parse and your application. It's just setting some variables in your local device. So there is not even any query or something. We didn't even interact with the server. We just checked the IP address if there is a parse server, and we are now capable of that. Now we are going to test it with saving. Let's save an object to our server to see if it's working. So we have to add this, and as you can see from our, let me show you it with RoboMongo. This is a better way to see our database. So as you can see in the collections, we don't have any collection called game score, but we are going to try to create a game score object to our parse database, MongoDB. So let's stop this application. We have our emulator here and run again. Now let's see what's going to happen. There isn't any error. I think this is an old error. And RoboMongo. Let's refresh this connection. As you can see, there's a game score class is automatically created. This is something different than other database services. For example, if you're using MySQL or any other database with SQL, you can't add any information to a table that is not existed. But in MongoDB you can do that with just adding this line of code to these lines of code to my application. I did created a class and inserted a line into this class. This is something you can't do with MySQL or other database services. So now basically we are connected to our Parse server. We can do queries and we can do another things, and now we are connected to our Parse server. We can add files, add users, log in, log out, and do another bunch of stuff. So it's basically this just these are the things you need to connect your application to your Parse server. But if you want to send push notifications or saving files to your Parse database, Parse server, I'm going to talk about these kind of things in another video. So thank you and have a nice day. Please hit subscribe button if you like this video. Don't forget to press like, and see you in the next video.